Are you Tarklo?
No, I'm alien_spork.
Oof, I've got to change my layout. Slim headers is necessary. High title bars locked. I'll lock it in a second. Task complete pop-ups.
I am. What's your name?
Wada Duo, or Wada HC Duo.
Wada HC Dual.
Duo. D-U-O.
Okay. Alien_spork has sent you a friend request.
Yeah, 1 second.
I am on world 8. What world are you on?
That would be a good question. Friends. Add. Alien Spork.
You are on world 34.
I'll hop to you.
Got some sound going, got a little music going, stream's going okay now, or a little bit better. Alright, what a HC Duo. What's our first goal?
To get our layouts acceptable.
Fortunately it kept my layout that I had already preset, so I'm solid on that. I'll do a little jig for that, a little nice hooray. Jump for some joy. I like the dance is a nice Irish emoji. Lots of drinking going on there. Very uncoordinated. Oh, can I blow you a kiss? Does that unlock naturally? Oh, look, that's unlocked from day 1 now. The World Waits is a free-to-play quest? Hmm. I've apparently lost Wada HC Duo.
I was muted, wasn't I?
You were definitely muted, yes.
I am going to see if I can use my...
You're going to what?
I'm going to hop on the other account real quick and see if I can save my layout as a custom and then load it on this account.
I don't know if it's me or you, but getting a lot of connectivity issue.
I don't believe it's me, but who knows, maybe.
You're coming in smooth now. What'd you say you were going to go do?
So I'm hopping on my other account to see if saving my layout as a custom will let me load it onto this one. because redoing the layout's getting annoying already. Interface, edit mode.
The RS3 default's not bad. But I don't want you to hurt.
Just in case I can, I'm taking a screenshot.
Celebrate. A little confetti there.
Okay.
While we're waiting for Wada to get his shit together, I'm gonna go grab some more alcohol.
Sounds like fun. That saves it. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, I could have done that. Log out. Un momento, por favor. It's bloody hot, man. Nope. Damn. Alright. Settings, interface. I want toolbars first. Action bars. There we go.
If you're not gonna take care of your hair.
I don't have an action bar 4 or 5, do I? You start off with only 3 action bars. Ugh.
Yeah, free to play is really hardcore. It really is. Just playing free to play is hardcore all in itself.
Alright. Let's make this interesting, I guess.
Should we hit base level stats, some things up before we start questing, or jump straight into these god awful free to play quests that I hate so fucking much? Oh, perfect timing. Disturbed. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Welcome to free to play, people.
Ah, that's not what I wanted.
So, for those of you watching, we're going to do a hardcore mode, which, since hardcore mode is semi-disabled for what we want to do, it will involve only trading between me and Wada Hardcore Duo. We will only use the Grand Exchange to purchase a member's bond if we should happen to earn around 15 mil to buy a member's bond off of another player. We will not use it for earning money or for buying items in the game. Everything will be earned via skilling or by killing mob. On the first death, game over.
From either of us.
Stops, the account will not be used anymore.
Yep. If either of us die, the series ends for both of us, so we're relying on each other to stay alive.
I'm a girl, so it's going to be much harder. The game handicaps us.
Pretty sure the game gives women an advantage. Well, not without trading, I guess. If you had trading allowed, then it would.
I was going to say, with trading we have an advantage.
I can't remember if you can hide the upgrade to members thing.
You can stick it somewhere inconspicuous.
Yeah, I don't think you can hide it though. That's annoying.
No, no way to hide it. They want you to know you need to upgrade to members.
Now, one of the updates, the one that gave all the abilities to free-to-play, I think also made that hideable. I just don't know where they put the option for that.
If it's hideable, it should be in the edit layout mode.
Well, it should be in interface settings somewhere.
Apparently, while following you, I can't go into edit layout mode.
Showtime is open.
Gameplay HUD editing. Scribe. I don't see an option to get rid of it.
I also cannot open edit mode.
You can stick it off in the corner behind your menu key, though. See how well that... Yeah, that hides it pretty well.
Does it actually go behind? No, it goes in front.
It doesn't... It goes over it, but, I mean... Stick it, like, right where your skills, like, in your inventory, if you make it big enough. You're not watching my stream, probably.
No.
But if you stick it behind your inventory, you can stick it towards the bottom where it's completely out of the way.
Yeah.
Gameplay HUDs editing. We'll leave that there. Give me this. I want that annoying toolbar. Give me that. There we go.
Alright, that is close enough, I guess. I can deal with this layout.
Right there.
Alright, so our first thing probably be the quests or something. I don't know, what do you want our first major goal to be? To get members on the accounts? Or to get a certain set of skills?
I guess our first goal should be members, so that we can make everything else easier.
Alright, in that case, our first goal would be to...
With that in mind, rather than waste days members, we should knock out as many free-to-play quests as we can early on.
Okay. So I think we should probably get base 20 combat first, then.
I agree.
And
let's go visit the Combat Academy for some free gear.
Well, before that, I'm going to visit Berthorpe's store straight north and a little bit east of here and pick up the free Mind and Air runes. And if
you're going to go mage?
Yeah, I'm going to start mage. There's also a lot of guys here in the tutorial area that you can talk to that give you free stuff that's available even on Iron Man. So.
Yeah, I was running up here to the Combat Academy guy. He'll give you a free set of any kind of melee gear. I figured I'll go melee. I'll go into your tank.
Well, there's a full set of each type of gear for free in the actual Combat Academy in Lumbridge. We can head there in a second. But there's also this guy.
Iron or steel, though?
Maybe. There's also this guy right here. Commander Denulf, I think it is. That if you ask for free stuff, he gives you some stuff.
Yeah. Oh, at least we're starting with the Guth and butterflies also. We can take a little bit of early advantage there.
No, I don't think we should use those. I don't think Iron Men are able to use those. That's
we'll ignore them then.
You already caught one, didn't you?
No, I haven't caught one yet.
Okay, it's not Duluth, it's Major Mary Rancor. Gives you some potions and a steel helmet and a Dwarven Army Axe, which will come in very handy for skilling for now.
Do you have any free stuff? Just like a free-to-play player, always asking for free stuff.
Yep. Did you actually get anything from the guy in that other building?
No, he just told me stories.
That's what I thought.
About his youth. He was useful in the military.
Yep. Yeah. Don't forget to take the talismans as well. Now, the talismans, the free air, and the free mind runes, and then we'll head over to Lumbridge.
I need rune crafting supplies. Thank you.
Yeah. Are we going to do this Ultimate Iron Man or just regular Iron Man? Well, the only difference is Ultimate Iron Mans do not have access to a bank.
Ooh. I'm up for it either way. How do you want to do this? Iron Man or hardcore Iron Man.
I'd prefer to have a bank, but I'm leaving the choice up to you.
Man, I'm really open to both. We can do this no bank. That would be really interesting.
Alright, let me... Is there still a slash roll? No, there isn't. They took that out because of player run dice games. So I'm going to open up the dice roller I made for D&D way back in the day. If I can find it. Shit. I don't have it. I think Google can roll a die though. I'll roll a 1D100, and if it's 51 or above, we'll go no bank.
I think we should get our div up to the max level of 5, because portent would at least be of use to us.
Alright. Rolled no bank, but here's what I'm gonna say. We'll give it a week and revisit that question.
Alright, so no bank for the first week. We'll revisit after the first week.
Yep. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and head down to Lumbridge. A lot of the stuff we got is members only, by the way. Prayer pots... Oh no, prayer pots are free to play now? They can't be. Well, these are notes anyway, we can't use them, so probably have to drop by a general store and just sell those off. I think we can get a free pickaxe from the general store here in Falador as well. Or do we start off with free pickaxe and the things? Oh, what, did you teleport there somehow?
You use lodestone. No lodestones in hardcore mode?
No, you can, but Lumbridge shouldn't be unlocked.
Yeah, Lumbridge comes unlocked default. Lumbridge and Tal'Vere are default. I think Birthrop's even default. Let me check that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Birthrop, Lumbridge are default. I
Okay.
should unlock the Tal'Vere lodestone while I was there, I guess.
Tal'Vere's not. Alright, I'm gonna go activate that and then I'll catch up to you on Lumbridge. We did start with tools on our tool belt, so we don't have to go get the free hatchet and pickaxe and stuff anywhere. Steel takes what, level 20? I don't know if I should hold on to the helmet or sell or drop it off in a general store as well then.
Alright, I've got a glorious bronze dagger and a dwarven army axe. Does anybody give you any starting armor in this game now?
I know where to get plenty of starting armor if they don't give it to you at the Combat Academy anymore.
Well, I mean, we can kill the trolls in the cave right there for a lot of starting stuff.
Exactly.
That's better than the bronze.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to activate this. Alright, Tal'Vere's unlocked, and I'm heading to Lumbridge now. You know where the Combat Academy is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm heading there now.
Okay.
I should turn off the help pop-ups. I don't remember where to turn those off at though. I'll figure that out later. Take from, well, I'm just gonna take from Magic Combat Set right now. Alright, so if you talk to Lady Death, oh, you already are.
Alright, so if you talk to her, you have to deposit your stuff. So no bank, we can't do this.
Nope, that sucks. Alright. Let's head over to, we already have completed some random tasks, so if you follow me over here and talk to this guy, he should give us some starting gold right off the bat. Oh, nope, the tasks we've completed don't count for money, it looks like. Alright, that sucks. Cool, I'm gonna head over to the general store here then, and sell off these potions.
You didn't give me shit.
Yeah.
Liar.
I'm gonna take a bronze dagger. Or no, I'm not. I don't need them.
I took the bronze dagger, but the army war axe, so you can't use it. Ah.
But sell off the potions, you'll get some starting gold. $5,000, not terrible. Alright, I'm gonna head up to Varrock and purchase a staff if you want to get an actual sword there, and then teleport to Birthorpe to get some starting gear from the cave.
So you're heading to Varrock?
Yeah. Don't forget to activate the lodestone when we get there. What's going on, Puzzle Master? Long time no see. Welcome to the stream. We are doing an experiment here. We're doing duo hardcore. We are only allowed to trade with each other. We can only use the Grand Exchange to purchase bonds and nothing else. No selling on it, no buying of anything else. If either of us die, the series is over. All gameplay on these accounts will be streamed, so there will be no cheating. He's starting off melee. I am going to start off with magic. And we are free to play. We are going to get members when we can afford a bond from the Grand Exchange and no sooner. We are currently playing in a hardcore mode, as in it has in an ultimate mode, as in we have no access to the bank, but we have not settled on that as a for sure thing, so we're giving it a week of playing in ultimate mode, and we will readdress the question. If we decide to stick with ultimate, then so be it. If we decide to start using a bank, it will happen in a week's time.
I think the weapons guy over here in the little smithy has some melee gear I can get off him pretty.
Oh, sweet. You can actually buy Imp Hide and Spider Silk and Batwing gear from this guy now, so we can get it and free to play. Awesome. I thought you could only get that from the Grand Exchange. Okay, and I'm going to start off with a Staff of Air. I'm going to go get the more runes from Arbory, and I'm heading over to Birthorpe after that. Go ahead and get your starting armor from Horvik and weapon from the sword shop down to the south.
Where in Birthorpe?
No, here in Varrock. Horvik is just northwest of the east bank, and the sword shop is along the aisleway coming in from the south.
Alright, sword shop down there. I'll come grab him in a second. We're going to go over here and visit the little smithy guy and grab some early starting gear. I've got 5k to start with. We'll just go with some pretty standard gear, nothing too expensive here. We're going to go with a chain body and plate legs. That's all for my beginning gear. Alright. Dual wielding some bronze daggers. Looking pretty badass in my bronze. My extreme bustage right there.
As you can tell by his comments, he's playing a girl.
Almost captured a goothed busfly, almost by mistake there.
The goblins are conducting a raid here in the Wheatfield and Taverley. You can get a shield and an axe from that are better than your bronze stuff. The goal isn't to progress as efficiently as possible per se, it's just to play with the restrictions we have and see how far we get before we say screw it. We're not in a race or anything. But we figured that you know, putting these restrictions on it may actually be fun and may be interesting to watch, so.
We'll find out.
He is also streaming on his channel. I think he has someone watching there as well, so. But if you come down south here, there's a goblin raid going on. It's kind of like the demon flash mobs, but for extremely low level players.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I just need to go ahead and activate my cavalry lodestone since I hadn't previously. I assume since it started you in cavalry, it'd give you that by default, but it did not.
I accidentally attacked the farmer instead of the goblins. Now the goblins are pretty strong, so some of them are anyway. Ooh, I got a charge bow.
Yeah, this one's up. Oh, shit!
Yeah, they're pretty strong. You get to meet death right away then.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to, it'll take way too long to kill these guys using just airstrike. So I'll wait for you. You activated the Taverly lodestone, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll wait for you by that lodestone once you're done talking to death.
Just tell me how awesome death is.
Yep.
Should I choose to embrace it?
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Alright, so rule of thumb, people, do not challenge the Goblin Dance Crew at level 1.
3. I think we're considered level 3 anyway.
Yeah, like I say, it's I just checked it. It starts out at combat level 3.
Yep. Alright, where's your oh, they're on your side. I forgot you can holster things now.
Yeah, baby. Little daggers on the hip.
Yep. Melee or not, you may want to throw Surge on your bar. Somewhere
you start with Surge?
Yes, you do.
Oh,
or no, it's level
nice.
30. Never mind. It just is highlighted.
I didn't think you started with Surge.
It's highlighted like I can use it though. That's weird.
It is highlighted. I will give you that. It is. It does give you the appearance of being useful.
Bugscape. Alright. Melee is off to the left, mage is to the right. What?
Why did it just exited me out of the dungeon. I didn't even click it. I clicked to follow you and it exited me.
That's funny. Melee's off to your left there, or directly behind you now.
So we'll start out with getting base stats up. That's going to involve killing some wonderful troll brutes.
Yep. Remember your
main pretty decent
drops. Yeah, your main goal is to get the cape right now. That's
the cape and the sword, I would say, would be the main goal right now. The sword is a nice bonus for these daggers.
You'll get a better sword here very soon, but the cape, this is the best cape for quite a while.
So are we using, we're not using the Grand Exchange for sales either, are we? So no.
That is correct.
Gold gain. Well, I guess we have to use it for gold gain, otherwise we'll never be able to afford a bond. I mean, unless we're going to sell to stores at dumb rates.
It's pretty much what I think we're going to end up doing.
Oh God, that's like...
That's why I offered to get us a bond and start off as a member.
Holy shit. Selling items...
There's, No, we don't. That's members only too. Yeah, we're basically gonna have to.
Be allowed to sell via the Grand Exchange. I think we should make that. We can use the Grand Exchange for selling items. We can't buy anything off the Grand Exchange because if we can't make money, it's going to be incredibly hard to get that first bond. We're talking in the millions of fire runes selling to stores.
Well, no, because King Black Dragon is free to play now. And I mean, even just using stores, once we can make the Black Dragonhide stuff and alk it, we should still be able to.
Can we make?
I don't know if we
I
can
don't think you
craft
can
it or
make
not.
Black Dragonhide on free to play.
I don't know. But he does have rune drops and stuff that we can alk too, and greater demons have rune drops we can alk.
I mean, I'm down if you wanna make it that hardcore.
Yep.
We can do it. I don't know if it's gonna be feasible in a reasonable amount of time without being able to sell.
Well, we're already doing ultimate for the first week, so the offer to start us off as members using the money I have on my other account to buy some bonds, I'll leave that up in the air for now as well, because I don't really want to spend, what is it now, $7 to get members?
Yeah, members on RuneScape just keeps going up, and the quality of the game it hasn't improved enough for it to be worth more.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you do. There's a lot of stuff that I still find really enjoyable in RuneScape, the PVM in particular. So
the PVM has improved considerably from when it started. It's not just a hack and slash anymore when it comes to PVM.
I mean, yeah.
But as far as
back in the day, the
content.
Yeah. Oop, hey, there's my cape. Back in the day, the most complicated PVM was the fight caves in under the volcano in Karamja, whatever that place is called, and the corporeal beast, and both of them boil down to the same thing: flick your prayer at the right time. The end. So nowadays it's much more complicated than that. Alright, so let's move this.
I mean, honestly, we could, if we were going to use the Grand Exchange and being able to sell items, we could probably get members fairly fast off of just bone. They're $240 each right now, just regular bones.
Yeah. Well, if we decide we can sell on the Grand Exchange, the way to go is crafting fire runes. Fire runes are ridiculously good money making for free to play compared to anything else you can do. My one viewer is in support of us being able to sell on the Grand Exchange.
Like, I definitely agree that selling on the Grand Exchange is probably the way to go. Okay, I got my Bladestorm cape.
That reminds me, I need to switch to area looting.
I'm not 5 attack yet, so I can't equip my amazing keen sword.
Yeah. He keeps popping up telling me continued use of airstrike is not recommended at your level.
I do like the evolution of combat in that sense, that ranged and mage both don't require so much early on gear to do because of the evolution of combat abilities. They still do the damage without expending the runes. So I am definitely pro EOC in that sense.
If you go legacy only, it goes back to how it was with roughly the same damage, but it uses runes every cast.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
better experience though.
Rough.
So you actually get experience the RS2 way if you do that as well instead of the per kill way of RS3.
There we go. I got my keen blade now.
Yeah, I haven't got my Mind Spike staff just yet.
So as y'all can see, these early on trolls, they drop pretty much every bronze piece of equipment there is. So I know I went and spent some early cash on the bronze equipment, but really if you just jump straight into killing a couple of these trolls, you don't have to spend any early game money at all.
They also rarely
set of melee gear.
Yeah, they also rarely drop iron legs over there, I believe too. I don't think they drop the plate body or the chainmail, but I do believe they drop the legs.
Should probably go ahead and start burying these bones now, since 99 prayer is a grueling task to achieve.
Yep, I've already been doing that.
Yeah, I have not been burying, but I'm going to go ahead and stop and pick up now and bury these bones because it is a huge difference.
I think this guy in the middle here also acts as a general store, so you can sell your drops over here. Yep. He also has weaker versions of the the items that get dropped in here, like the sword and the bow and whatnot.
There you go. Got a nice little lump sum of bones there I'm going to bury. Probably missed a few, but that's okay. We'll make up for it later.
The capes sell for the best out of everything here, pretty much 75 each.
And to my extreme disappointment, my music just stopped, so... Oh, there it goes. It's back.
Yeah, I might have to turn on my music, but I need to make sure my now playing script I wrote back in the day still works. But I've had when I got the Queen Black Dragon pet on my main accounts, it was my 253rd kill of Queen Black Dragon, and I was streaming, and the entire highlight got silenced due to copyright because of the music that was playing, so my entire reaction was just muted. It's like, come on, man.
Well, we're just using Pandora for our streaming of music, so we should be good on all copyright infringements there. So we're good on my stream.
I think there's probably like a specific royalty-free streaming friendly playlist on YouTube I could do too.
I'm sure there is. Like, there's definitely some radio edit compositions or edit compositions that you could put on there that are completely unlicensed. They're not copyrighting any information in any way.
Yeah. Oh, the tier 1 luck rings are also free to play, I believe, so we'll want to get one of those pretty quickly.
I was honestly not even aware they had a tier 1 luck ring to use.
Oh yeah, Ring of Wealth is tier 2 luck now, and there's 4 tiers, well, quote unquote 5 tiers of luck, but there's 4 tiers.
Ring of Wealth is free to play now?
No, Ring of Wealth is not, that's tier 2. Tier 1 is free to play.
What's the tier 1 ring called?
Ring of Luck, I think.
Ring of Luck?
Yeah, and it's made out of a lapis lazuli, which is a new gem that comes from mining.
See, I think creative they are.
I think no bank is doable. You just have to plan your inventory accordingly and make sure you sell what you don't need whenever you get the chance. Yes, this is true. Old school RuneScape has what's called the looting bag, which can hold items and know and unknown items when you're inside of a bank. That's what makes Ultimate Iron Man possible on OSRS. So since we don't have that here, Ultimate Iron Man is not something that's quite as easy to do. Oh hey, I got my Mind Spike.
I would say it depends on what the goal is, as far as like whether or not Ultimate is like a goal. Like if our goal is to be highly productive in both economy and skilling and combat and questing, blah 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 blah, then going Ultimate Hardcore is not really a feasible option because we just can't not bank in that situation. You have to have a bank to be able to do all these quests.
Yep.
If our main goal is only to achieve members and be viable in questing and PvP, then Ultimate is very feasible.
Apparently there's a drop of Troll Lieutenant's bones, which are 6 prayer XP instead of 3.
Yeah, if you kill the big guy there.
Yeah. I didn't even realize there was a big guy until I killed him.
Bone burying's gotten a lot faster than it used to be. That's cool.
Oh yeah, you can spam them now. It's much better.
Yeah. You used to not be able to spam. You used to have to wait for the animation to finish. God, that was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I love throttling game. What's the word I'm looking for?
Gameplay.
Then I'm looking for progression. Game progression.
Yeah.
By way of adding extra interval.
Yeah.
Such a fun mechanic to have endorsed into a game.
Yeah. I think I'm going to sell off the Varrock tablets and all but one of my Falador tablets as well, since I can unlock the lodestone once I'm over there.
I went ahead and kept them just as like a quick out, because you can't lodestone teleport instantly, but you can.
That's true.
Instantly.
That's true. I'll hold on to them for now, I guess. Especially since we can't make them in free to play either.
The tablets, is that a one-time gain, or can I talk to him daily in game?
No, that's one time only.
One time only? Okay. I wasn't sure if they made that like a daily thing.
Nah, 5K a day is more than they're willing to give to free to play.
No, I agree. It's a bit much, to be honest.
I mean, there's 3 shop. I think you can get a total of 403K-ish per day going to shops, buying out the stock, and then reselling it on the Grand Exchange.
Yes. Now, if you hit up the various rune sellers alone, that is around 200K a day just by buying runes from the various rune sellers in free to play. Maybe closer to 100K in free to play. On
there's only 3 or 4, and they only stock 300 of each of the elemental runes, and then 100 mind and body.
Yeah,
the pay to play ones are better because they have 1,000 each in all of the above.
Yeah, you're right. It's only around 100K you can make off of the free to play rune sellers. Because you can hit the Chaos Druid right there at the edge of the wilderness, crafting runes. He sells most every rune there is, and you can get a pretty good batch off of him every day.
Yep.
Thank God for this tooltip letting me know that I was running out of space as I had 2 slots left.
Yep.
Thank God.
That's the thing I was talking about. I need to remember where you can turn off those things.
It's one of the main interface settings says turn off accelerated help or advanced tooltips or some bullshit like that. Gameplay.
Put that on 5.
Skip travel. Yeah, we'll turn that on. Hide the familiar options. Get rid of the guidance system tip.
That sounds about right.
There we go. That looks much better. We'll take that for now.
Yep, found it. Alright, toggle. Good enough. Oh, I don't think I mentioned it either, Puzzle Maker, but Treasure Hunter is also not allowed during the series, so we won't be using any keys, whether they're from quests or daily or anything like that.
Just stockpiling keys until we either deem that it's not worth it anymore, or...
Well, no, you can only have, at any given time, 10 earned keys. So we'll just be throwing them away as we do quests after the 5th one.
You're right.
Alright. I think base 15 is actually going to be enough for us to get out of here. This is getting quite a bit below where we should be.
What level are you right now?
11 defense, 11 magic, 13 health.
I meant combat level.
13.
Okay, I'm 12 right now. I'll be 13 here, and a couple more kills.
You uncontrolled right now, getting attack, strength, and defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, controlled seemed the way to go early on, at least until around 20 or 30 or so. Probably even up to 50 or 60, I'll stay controlled.
Yeah.
It's honestly sad how much more enjoyable I find this game as a level 12 than I do as a level 120. Like right now, there's no dependency upon doing quests. I love the fact that right now I can enjoy almost every piece of content available without doing a single quest. Whereas at level 20, I have to do quests to enjoy content.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff hidden behind quests. You're not even to You haven't even done Plague's End or anything like that on your main?
No, I think I've done like the Plague's End and the whole Regicide quest line. I went ahead and did that the last time I kind of got involved in RuneScape.
Oh, so you can make it to Prifddinas now?
I think so. I would honestly have to check. Like the last time I played, I went through a little questing spat, and then I went ahead and started focusing on some of my 99s since the double experience weekend was coming up.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I think I'm going to run out of alcohol way too early. Also, a lot of rain, some thunderstorms, chance of tornadoes outside. So this stream may get cut early. We'll find out as the night progresses.
Indeed. I haven't used a single mind rune yet.
You haven't used a single what yet?
Mind rune. Does Mind Spike give me free mind runes as well? I thought it gave either mind or air, not both.
I believe it gives both. You get free airstrike with the Mind Spike.
Well, no, like you can toggle it between air mode and mind mode, so I don't know. It's weird.
Have you been identifying the Guams?
A couple of them. I've only gotten like 4.
I've gotten like 10 to 15, but I have not been identifying. I just wanted to make sure I was not going to be completely too far behind on the Herblore level, even though it's
Max Herblore.
Level up.
Yeah, Max Herblore in free to play is level 5, and you don't gain experience after that.
I was gonna say it's like a 2 inventory level 5 system.
Yeah.
Weren't regular bones 3 experience each ages ago?
Are they not anymore? Oh, I guess they're
4.5 now.
Are they?
They are.
Huh, what do you know? Yeah. Yeah, no, they were 3 for the longest time. Remember the quote-unquote prayer pure I was gonna make just for shits and giggles in the wilderness back in 2004?
Bow down to USA.
Yep, bow down to USA, yeah. I got him to level 72 prayer off of just normal bones. And he had to level 1 everything else.
God, I remember the days of using weak and cursing to get level 60 and 70 mage account.
Yep, I did that quite a few times. World 5 rules, he had like level 56 magic and level 10 HP.
I honestly forgot about World 5 rules. I really did. Like, I was going through, like, I was logging into some of our old accounts, and I bumped into the WADA 2 and the WADA 3.
Yep. I'm gonna throw this right here. Give that a keybind.
So we had this, every week, I'm sure y'all did it at the call center you worked at too. We did this thing. Your coach or your supervisor has like a one-on-one session with you, and they talk to you and blase and all that. Well, we spent the entire hour today talking about my life as opposed to talking about anything remotely work-related at all.
So apparently they think you have a problem with how you run your life?
They think that my mentality towards the average person at work and on the phone has something to do with how I feel in life.
That sounds about right.
I would say it's not completely inaccurate. But it's not a situational feeling, it's just a general feeling.
Base 14 almost. There we go, base 14. One level to go for me.
Yeah, I'm at combat level 14 as well. So we're going to stop here at 15.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that'll give me 12 across the board in my stats, so I'm good with that. No longer hearing my scream in the back. There you go. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to scream under the situation. I would say we could do ultimate hardcore up until we get members. Like we should be able to do any free to play things without a bank.
So make bank a members only feature for us.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Because everything free to play doesn't require, even all the quests don't require like a huge diversity in items. We can earn everything there is to earn.
Yeah.
As the game progresses.
Well, I can just think of. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as far as like members quests go, there's several things to where you're just not gonna randomly have these items in your inventory at any point in any way. The only way is to either buy them immediately, go earn them immediately. Even then, you're not gonna have a lot of the extra sub items.
Yeah, without some kind of temporary storage like a looting bag, it's hard because there's things like there's quests that have like 40 or 50 different items in the quest alone.
Yeah, I don't think it's a feasible option in a pay-to-play or a members quest aspect, but as far as free-to-play, I think you could definitely go bankless.
Alright, well, I'm base 15. How are you doing?
I'm base 15. I just got it.
Okay.
Nudge, nudge, guys, don't tell him.
You got level 16?
No, I'm not level 16 yet, but
right.
I'm I'm a third of the way to the next level on all of my melee stats, so that'll give me 16 off.
Right. I'm gonna pick up a. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna pick up a charge bow and the free melee weapons, but the free melee is just bronze. I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need stuff.
Is charge bow?
Doofus.
I don't think charge bow is the one that has unlimited ammo though. I think that's the quick bow.
Charge bow is unlimited ammo.
Oh, yes it is. Okay, cool. There's also the quick bow variant though. That's better.
Yeah, I will take a charge bow because I will need range some.
Yeah. If you head up here to the range guys, they can drop a quick bow, which is the same as a charge bow, unlimited ammo, but it's slightly stronger.
Let me switch back to my keen here. I don't want to level up.
I'll take the ones on the left here, you take the ones on the right, I guess.
Sure. We'll go ahead and grab that arrow storm rape. Drop.
I would get all 3 capes, but without banks, I'm just gonna keep the one I'm using.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
But there are just some creatures that have really high defense against a particular style, so having ranged as your alternate style, just to be there, will make some things easier. So it's worth grabbing this bow.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. We should grab the quick bow. While I may be focusing melee and you're focusing mage, both of us have range. Dropped a charge bow for me. I have 2 charge bows. Are you sure they dropped the quick bow here? I thought the quick bow was a thing from that lady in Lumbridge.
No, the quick bow you get here, you're thinking of, it's called like Zuriel's bow or something like that. It's a or Zuriel slingshot thing. Zuriel sling, something like that.
Maybe. I'm not the
But
most
it's the same
literate.
idea, unlimited ammo, and it's slightly better than the quick bow, but you have to do the whole Catacombs quest to get it.
Yeah, Catacomb Quest is pretty quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do it anyways here
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, well, you need to do that quest as well as to even do that quest. Oops, I killed one of yours. To even do
No,
that
you're good.
quest,
Kill him.
you have to do the ghost one, where you get the skull out of the wizard's tower. Restless
Pull out of the
Ghost.
wizard. Oh, no, none of the. I guess.
So you got to do that first before you can do Catacombs, if I remember right.
I always refer to it as the quest where the priest can't get enough, so he talks to dead women.
That's about right. Just so you know, I don't know how much attention you paid to RuneScape over the past 15 years, but Elvarg from Dragon Slayer is apparently, I've not done it myself since it's been changed, but apparently much more difficult and is responsible for many hardcore Ironmen losing their hardcore status by killing them.
He is a lot harder than he used to. I haven't done him in the last couple of years. I did do him about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and he was much harder.
Okay.
Like, it was almost a brainless thing to kill him before. Now, not so much. Especially as a free-to-play.
Yeah, so we gotta make sure we're ready for that before we do the Dragon Slayer quest. So that'll be a series ender if either of us fuck it up. Yeah, if I don't get it in the next, like, 20 kills, I'm gonna say screw it and not worry about it until later.
Yeah, I've gone through quite a few. I'm getting a lot of charge bows, not getting any quick.
I haven't even gotten a charge bow drop yet.
I do know what you're talking about, though. I do remember the quick bow now. It's got like a double shot special attack ability to start off with.
Yeah. The Mind Spike is the magic variant of it. They drop two different types of staves over there, and Mind Spike is the rare one, just like these guys have charged bow, and then the rare one is quick bow. And over there in the melee, I think, is it a bronze 2H or an iron 2H that you can get as the rare drop there?
I believe the bronze 2H is the rare drop.
No, the Keen Blade, you have it.
Yeah, I have the Keen Blade. I don't think that's the rare drop.
Yeah, that's the rare drop over there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go me.
Yep. Boop. Who's that? Let's see. Got a couple of viewers hopping in here, it looks like. Welcome to the stream. We're doing an experimental series, Duo Hardcore. We have two people playing together here, me and peaceknight over there. The rules are we can only trade with each other, we can only use the Grand Exchange to buy bonds and nothing else. There is no treasure hunter. Once either of us die, the series is over, and all gameplay is to be streamed so that there will be no cheating. Additionally, we are currently under ultimate rules, which means no banking. However, in 1 week's time, that will be readdressed to see if we want to keep that rule or not. And the consensus right now is we're going to consider banking to be a members-only feature. In other words, we cannot bank until we get a bond from the Grand Exchange to get members. And what else was there? Oh yeah, and right now we have not settled on it, but selling to the Grand Exchange is currently not allowed, but it may be allowed in a week's time when we readdress the banking issue. Oop, I got my quick bow.
Lucky bastard, you.
You need 5 range to wield the item. I might as well get 5 ranged while you get yours. And if I get a second one, I'll give it to you since we can trade each other. Put on this cape while I wait.
I got my quick bow. All right, we're good to go.
Alrighty, sweet.
I'm gonna take all these bones on the ground here and go and bury it. And as grueling a task as leveling prayer is, I will take all the early XP I can get. In all honesty, in my opinion, the worst stat to level up ever
Is prayer. I would say it's div. I hate divination.
God, I love divination, especially compared to prayer. Like, if you put them side by side, I will div to 500 before I will pray.
Prayer to 99 was pretty quick and easy. Divination to 99 was a pain in the ass.
But it's so expensive.
Not really, not nowadays. Dragon Bones are only like 1.5k each now. Frost Dragon Bones are down to like 9 or 7k each.
You need like what, fucking 20k Dragon Bones to 99? Oh,
no. You need like from 1 to 99, I think you only need like maybe 13,000. Not even that. I think it's like 11,000.
It might be 11,000.
Because if you use a Gilded Altar, you get 4x the experience.
With the Gilded Altar, it might be down to like 40,000. 11,000.
No, back when you had to use the Ectofunctus to get more than base prayer experience, it was a little bit more annoying, but I am grabbing level 5 ranged real quick so that I can use the quick bow, if you want to do the same.
What are we doing?
I'm getting level 5 range so that I can use the quick bow, because you can't use it till 5.
Yeah, we might as well go ahead and get 5 ranged, I guess. I think I may have passed you in combat level anyways.
You're level 16, I'm level 20. No, you didn't.
You're level 20?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you manage to get level 20? Fucking magic, the way it counts.
17 magic, 17 constitution, 17 defense, 3 ranged.
What the fuck is that combat level like that? Like, how does it even calculate that? That's some bullshit. No, I said the quick.
Oh, I'm also...
Oh, that's
it's level 5, I just said that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also level 6 prayer.
I'm level 8 prayer, so how the fuck? How is it 3 melee stats higher than yours?
Higher than mine.
Less combat
your melee stats are level 13.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Yeah, but your attack and strength are one stat for the sake of calculation, so it's 13 plus 13 divided by 2. So you have 13 as your melee stat, you have 13 as defense, and 17 as constitution.
That's such...
So you are lagging behind by 8 levels.
Yeah.
And now I'm 18 defense.
Your mom was lagging behind.
Yeah. This one should give me 5 range.
Bar.
Oh yeah, I should be using ranged abilities. This will be going a lot faster.
I need to unlock? Yeah, there we go. Done.
Good enough, alright. well, I'm too quick bow.
Well, I guess since we're here doing things, we might as well go ahead and hit 20 on whatever our core stats are going to be and whatever our second stats are be. So we're both going to choose ranged for secondary, your primary mage, primary.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to go start doing quests if you want. We could start with Death Plateau there here in Birthwarp.
Death Plateau is a good one. That unlocks a few skilling mini games, doesn't it?
Yeah, it also gives us 300 experience and pretty much whatever we want, and it has a repeatable reward. The little troll fighting thing, the monthly thing.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The troll invasion minigame.
Yeah, that's it.
That, doesn't it?
Yeah, troll invasion.
Yeah, a good one. You go ahead and.
I'm gonna start that then.
I'm level 2. I'll be level 5 here in just a second.
I forgot to sell stuff to that guy before I left the cave. I think I can sell anything to any store now, though. I don't remember if that's the case or not, but we'll see. Yes, it is. Cool. And since I'm not going melee, I'm going to sell off the steel helm. And I have 1200 GP. I don't think that's enough for me to actually get any better magic gear, but since you're not caught up in stats yet, I'm going to head to Varrock and see if I can or not.
Sure thing. Level 3 range. Alright, 4 range, go.
It doesn't say. Let me see. I think Spider Silk is level 20 magic. Yeah, level 20 magic for Spider Silk.
Alright, level 5 range. Start Death Plateau now?
38, 48, 53. I need 6,300 for the full set, so I'm not going to buy the new gear yet. I'll wait till 20 and wait till I have 6,300 gold. So yeah, I'm heading back to Birthwarp to start Death Plateau.
Okay, I'm just picking up all the bones from the stuff I killed now.
I'm just gonna drop these gold charms. I'm not gonna do summoning, so at least not to war members.
I'm keeping my gold charms. I'm gonna go ahead and hit 5 on it early on.
Okay.
It's one slot for something that you literally have to kill something for. I'll tell you what, Ultimate Mode definitely makes each slot in your inventory much more valuable.
Indeed. Alright, I've started Death Plateau.
Death Plateau is this guy up here, isn't it?
No, it's the guy next to the guy we got the potions from.
Yeah.
I shall
We'll go
grab a
say hello to him
caffeinated
too.
beverage.
I'm going to go and check on the levels of alcohol that still issued. Have a quest for me? I so love questing.
Alrighty.
No, sending you alone would be suicidal. What we need is to find another way up there. How will we do it? There's a cave. There's a cave. Sabo will help us. He's an old geezer, but if we go and speak to him, he'll surely show us the route. Do it post haste. Otherwise, things are going to get ugly. Okay, I will be right back.
I sent you a group invite. I'm not sure how grouping works, but... Getting a Ring of Life is going to be pretty important, too. Do you get one from any free-to-play quests? That'd be interesting. No, the only way to get them is crafting them in free-to-play. The Lost Tribe quest.
Okay.
A Ring of Life is going to be pretty important for us too, but I don't think we can get one without yeah, the only place to get it is by crafting it ourselves, or from some members' bosses, or from the Lost Tribe quest, which is a members only quest.
So, onward to do Death Plateau.
Yep, you already accepted it from the person?
Yep.
Okay. I created a group. I don't know how grouping works exactly, but here's an invite. We can either do that, or I think we could just do a friends chat as well, but I think grouping gives us a little bit more information. There we go. Yeah. You gotta talk to that guy. Did you talk to him?
I did not. I thought it'd let us go through if we were grouped.
It might. I don't know how grouping works, so.
I'm not alone.
Will there be any cow grinding in this series? If not, I may have to leave. We might be doing cow grinding here pretty soon to get our crafting up.
I was gonna say the only cow grinding I think we have to do is gonna be for crafting early on, up to like level 20 or 30-ish.
Yeah, it'll be a good source of some starting money, and getting our crafting up so that we can make a Ring of Life is gonna be pretty important.
Nothing you can do. It would always end this way.
You keep trying to trade with me instead of following.
Everyone's alone.
Hello. What do you... Oh, there... you try anyway, sir.
I'm honestly surprised to see free-to-play quests with voice acting. We can also get 10k pretty easily from Barbarian Village through the security stronghold. We do have to set up two-factor authentication to get it, but... And we have to be kind of careful because things in there can kill us as easily as that goblin killed you. I swear if that happened like 30 minutes later, we would have had to create new characters. Luckily, we were still level 1 everything, so I didn't count it.
Yeah, it was still the base game start, so
Yeah.
technically still counts, I guess. It was just the test run, we'll say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta get spikes attached to these first.
Yep, we gotta go visit Dunstan.
Yep, yep.
He might be a dunce.
Dunstan Corkpill.
Did I pass him?
He's in the north of Birthwarp.
His house is east of the castle. Okay, so he's not near Doric.
No, that's the complete wrong way. It's in Birthwarp. If you right-click on me and friends list and hit trail, I'm right next to him.
Fortunately, the minimap does highlight objectives.
Yep. There are a lot of aspiring voice actors out there. Getting a cheap free voice actors looking to make a portfolio is a thing. Yes, this is true. But then again, if we go by the most popular industry for voice acting to go to date, being the anime industry, only 13 of the positions are ever filled, and they will never change who's filling them. I know that because of their strict rules about ADSR, that there's just no one willing to take those jobs anymore. They think they are, and then they see how much trouble ADSR is, and they say, fuck it, I'm finding a different place to work. But, you know. Yeah, I would believe that for beforehand, that these quests were intended to be and stay members only, and they just went free to play with the voice still intact.
Hey, watch it. You humans don't know how to mine cleanly at all, do you? Excellent. Hey, take these. Free goes so.
I don't remember when I did this quest the first time. But for some reason I remember it clearly, even though I'm pretty sure it was in the realm of a decade ago. But I guess that might be a result of the fact that I refuse to use guides for quests. And when you do that, there's some things that are just such a pain that you end up dedicating some storage space and memory to them. Like Morning's End Part 2.
That's my life story. Scrape myself as I squeeze through the gap.
You big. You looking dead then. Liam forgot then and that.
Oh. That's new. Ooh, that's different too. Anyway. Gotta head back there. Cool, you can... Alright. The world map has changed dramatically too. There's like collapsible lists and keys and icons and crap all over that are interactable, and you can even lodestone teleport from the world map.
Come.
Family-friendly genocide.
That when you we have a number of well, here it has some plus the command. We have they come friend. Sarah Derman be with you.
And when you finish the quest, if you talk to him and hit 2, you get a crate of supplies. I don't know what it's for though. Just throw all 3 of these into magic. Okay.
So what do you do after you talk to Map?
You tell him he's to die, and then you kill him. And then you go to Commander Denlith in Berthorpe.
For some reason, it put me back in the tunnel the first time I tried to talk to him.
You clicked too high, maybe?
Not sure. Fixed now.
Ambush Commander. There's an ambush commander somewhere. I'm guessing if we go back through the tunnel. Yep, okay. After the quest, we can get more experience laps, up to 15 more of the 100 experience laps, by getting supplies from Commander Denlith, and then going back up through the tunnel behind the dwarf there, and bringing the crates to him, and do that 5 times. 3 lamps each time. Or do that 4 times, maybe, I don't know.
Yes, sure. You
Looks like Sabbath the dwarf has stuff he can have us do as well for other bonuses. Worry about him in a minute. Quality cutscenes indeed. All this stuff is new? Yeah, it's... I started playing this in late 2000, actually. Right? Yeah, late 2000, before the turn of the year of 2001, before it was even called RuneScape. It was transitioning from Mud Client to RuneScape. They hadn't settled on the name yet. It was just a link on the web page that said Castle, if I remember right. And comparing the game now to back then it's a completely and totally different game, with the exception of there happens to be level stats that you level separately. And there's many stages of RuneScape.
Other than the calculations for max level experience, everything is completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going back to different stages of where the game was, like in 2002 when they introduced recovery questions, to say 2004, or no, Was it 2000? I think it was mid 2003 when Members was introduced and skills like Herb Law was added, and it was Herb Law back then, not Herb Lore. And like, there's just different stages that you can think back to, and the game has just changed a lot. I remember when Legends Quest was added. I don't think I ever did Legends Quest on Classic. I think I was like to the point where you had you filled the bowl with water and you were putting out the fire and talking to the guy in the white robe that turns into a ginger and slaps you. And I think that's when RS2 came out. I made it just that far.
Yeah, RS2 came out right around the time of Legends Quest. I don't think, in all honesty, I have ever done Legends Quest.
I did it during RS2. I know that much. Oh, the lamps you get from the supplies are better than the lamps you get from the quest.
Now you just take the supplies to where?
Go back to where you killed the map, or his map, or whatever his name was.
Okay.
And do that a couple of times.
Okay. I want to make sure I was heading to the right place.
And we'll see if we can do it more than once right now, or if we have to wait till tomorrow to do it again. But if it's like tomorrow, it won't be worth it at that point. Our levels will be higher. And nope, we can keep doing it. Cool. Can I drop them? No. So if I could do the drop trick and just do it all at once, oh well. What's going on, Redsep? Welcome to the stream. Me and peaceknight here are playing Runescape, doing it a special way. It's hardcore duo mode. And what that means is if either of us dies, the series ends and the characters are done and it's over. We can only trade with each other when it comes to trading items or money or anything like that. We can use the Grand Exchange, which is this game's auction house, only to buy tokens called bonds that can get us premium membership for in-game money. We can't use it to buy or sell anything else, although selling to it may change in a week's time when we readdress that issue, just to make it easier to get that bond and get to the premium service. We are not allowed any access to the microtransactions loot box system. Even though normally you get free tokens for that every day, and from each quest you do, we are not using them for this purposes of this series. All gameplay during this series will be streamed so that there is no cheating. And I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, we're doing this sort of like challenge mode. We're just going to see how far we can get without the series ending, basically. And it should be fun. We're like an hour and a half in so far. Done the tutorial, gotten some basic combat stats, some very basic gear, and done our first quest. We're just doing a follow-up task for the quest now that gets us some more free experience.
So though, for the sake of hardcore mode, I'll be pumping all of my extra experience straight into Constitution.
I'm 20 magic now, so my next ones will be into Constitution, but I wanted 20 magic so I can get better gear. Hey, thanks for the host, Retip. Maybe I should multicast onto YouTube so that Crawl and them can see him. Anyway. Yeah, well, it's a lot better from the last time I tried to do an Iron Man series, and it was just going to be regular Iron Man solo on my own. And free-to-play was terrible. Every single thing you did had a pop-up saying, buy members and this is better. Most of the combat abilities were members only, which really pissed me off, and just constant in your face, buy members, buy members, buy members, buy members. It was so freaking annoying. They seem to have fixed that. Seem to. It hasn't really happened much yet, that is.
Well, here, it has some philosophy like a commander.
And since all the normal abilities, combat abilities, are free to play as well now, it's much less frustrating. Like, your only choice in free to play back then was to switch to legacy mode only and go with it, because otherwise it was just stupid. But yeah. Looks like we got a couple of viewers over on Runescape stream, 2 of them or so. Welcome to the stream. If you didn't hear, we're doing hardcore duo mode. If either me or my buddy peaceknight over here die, the series is over. We can only trade with each other. We can only use the auction house or grand exchange, if you know this game, to buy tokens for members only. We cannot participate in the microtransactions system at all, and all gameplay will be streamed so that there can be no cheating.
Currently on my 3rd run for the supply drop. I think what we can do 5, you said?
I think
5
it's only
supply
4.
drops is our limit.
I think it's 4.
4.
Yeah, because it says 15 lamps total, and we got 3 from the quest. I think it's counting those, but we'll see.
I don't. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it counts the quest lamps, but we'll find out. Because I believe it's 15 from supplies.
Maybe. We'll see.
Today. Thanks. We still need some more supplies, though. Please speak to the Nods if you have a chance.
I think I need 20 defense as well to be able to wear that gear, so I'm going to throw some of these into defense. I still got to get another 5,000 gold to be able to buy that gear anyway.
Welcome back. Well, that's it. Here, it has some philosophy like a commander.
And right now I'm going the magic path for combat. It's a bit more expensive and requires runes to cast the magic, so it's inconvenient compared to melee, but it also gives me the ability to fight from range and fight from safe spots, and generally has a much higher DPS at early levels, so that's why I went with it. He went with melee because he went with melee. And we both have ranged weapons as our off combat style in case something that we're fighting is all but immune to our normal combat style, although we haven't really put any effort into being able to use those effectively yet. Yeah, I don't know if crawl... I don't think we've had a Crawlcraft server in a while. I do know that the one that I hosted, I have backed up right here. So I have the whole world from back when we were playing on that one. This was backed up either just before we switched to Better Than Wolves. Yeah, this was just before we switched to Better Than Wolves. So like right when the multiplayer and the single player code got merged. So. But, yeah, I don't know if we'll ever be able to get the crawlers back together for a Minecraft server. I'd like to, though. I really would. To get U2 and Manga Fox and Nola Diores and Crawl and the Ninja, everyone back together. That'd be pretty awesome. I haven't even seen Nola or Manga Fox or, what was that Swedish dude's name? I can't remember the other guy's name. That sucks. But I haven't seen any of them since the Minecraft servers, pretty much, except for Redsup. I see every now and then, and Puzzle, you show up at the stream sometimes. And Crawl, he was gone for a while, but he's back on YouTube now, so he might be more actively available for that kind of thing. We'll see. Although I highly doubt he's interested in playing any Minecraft-related stuff. I think I can do one more load, and then I think that's the maximum for this, and I will be 20 defense and 20 magic, so I'll be able to wear my new gear once I buy it.
Welcome back. Well, here, it has some stuff
Up
you
22 Constitution. After the 5th supply run, I will be 23 Constitution. Not too bad of a start. First 2 hours in, already 23 con.
Now, there has been... No, because in regular hardcore Iron Man, deaths in Dungeoneering do not end your hardcore status. So I think we're going to apply the same rule here, that if you died during Dungeoneering, it does not count as an actual death. Basically,
I would agree.
anything that...
Dungeoneering is technically minigame.
Yeah. Anything that would end your hardcore status on normal hardcore mode, solo hardcore mode, will be series ending. But if it's a safe death, like in Castle Wars, Dungeoneering, that kind of thing, where deaths are inevitable and don't end your hardcore status normally, then those are fine. And scripted deaths, like in the Fremennik Trials, the guy that stabs you for 4 hits at a time and is impossible to not die in because it's scripted that way, those won't end it because those don't lose hardcore status on a normal one. I wouldn't mind putting some kind of penalty on deaths during Dungeoneering, though. Like, maybe loss of half of your cash stack or something like that, but...
Not opposed penalties for death outside of the hardcore mode deaths. Alright, 5 supply drops done. He will not let me do it again.
Yep. 200 EXP away from 20 Constitution, but I got my 20 on everything else.
Well, you would not have been.
Just make sure that was the last one. Yep, that's it. Cool. Alrighty, so I need to make a little bit of money so I can buy my new gear. I think real quick, the next thing I'm going to do is unlock the Falador, Edgeville, Port Sarim, Draenor, and Alcarid lodestones.
I'm down. We're right here by Falador. I might as well go ahead and unlock it and Edgeville.
Yep.
And just make the rounds.
I don't remember, am I left or right of Falador? Falador's over there, okay. I'm saving the Falador teletabs. Oh yeah, one other thing. We are currently under Ultimate Hardcore Mode rules. That is not permanent, most likely, which means we cannot use banks either. Right now, the consensus is that banks will become a members-only feature for us, meaning that once we have gotten members by buying a bond off the GE, we can then use our bank. But in 7 days' time, we're going to readdress that and see if we decide that we can just use the bank or not. But for now, no banks allowed. So these tabs right now are emergency teleport out if we're about to die, especially since we don't have Ring of Life yet and won't have Ring of Life for quite a while. So they will just kind of forever be holding those inventory spots for us for a little while.
Pretty much. I don't really have a whole lot of use outside that at the moment.
It's kind of weird being a noob and being able to go to Al-Kharid from Lumbridge without paying 10 GP.
Yeah, it's definitely a new atmosphere to deal with.
Not having to do Prince Ali Rescue.
Some of the things they've changed definitely pro the change. Some things it's like, it kind of takes away from the initial investment requirement.
Yeah.
I feel like lodestones are incredibly cheap, though. Like,
Yeah, lodestone is... I'm not sure if I'm in support of or against lodestones, to be honest. I'm still mixed on that issue ever since they came out.
They're super convenient, but they're also, like, from being a first-year player, it's so abusive compared to what we had to start with.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it. In 2004... No, I'd say 2005, like June 2005-ish, when Catherby and Ardoin were a thing finally. And no, this would be 2004. I was right the first time. Catherby and Ardoin.
2004 is when Catherby and all that.
Yeah, Catherby and Ardoin were a thing, and the best experience for magic training in the game, the fastest, most reliable experience, was the spamming of Camelot teleport. Yep. And back then, a lot of money per hour was like 60k per hour. Like, that was ridiculously good money. And law runes...
Yeah, if you were hitting between 50 and 100, you were fucking top of the food chain.
And even considering that, law runes were 1200 GP each. Now,
yes.
Even though a lot of money is like 15-20 mil per hour, law runes are only 200 GP each because lodestones are a thing.
I agree. Like, the lodestone system pretty well got rid of the need for law runes altogether, other than leveling magic quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I have rock already done?
Yeah, we walked up there to get gear, remember?
You're right. I didn't think I'd snagged it on the way. So I have Barak, Edgeville, Falador, Calvary, and Birthrop. Lumbridge. Grab Drainer while I'm here.
I'm gonna get Edgeville, and then I'm gonna teleport to Lumbridge, and then go get Al-Kharid, and I'll be done. I'm not going to worry about the Wilderness one at all. It's just not worth the risk, since we're hardcore. And I might, let me see here. I think a quick way to get some money for upgrading our gear would be to do a couple of the Lumbridge tasks. So I think if we do all of the beginner tasks for Lumbridge, we can get something like 30k or so from the task guy in Lumbridge just for doing them. And those won't take very long. So it's either that or the Security Stronghold. Now the Security Stronghold has some spiders and wolves that can kill us really easily that are aggressive, so I don't know if I want to do that. And that's only 10k to do Security Stronghold anyway.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's right. They're doing the World Fair right now.
Yeah, that I don't think we can participate in that on these.
No, we can participate. I mean, well, we can technically.
No, I mean we technically can. I mean I don't think it fits within the nature of the rules. I think it's one of those going against the intention of the. That's like playing solitaire and saying, well, I can just check the next card under there without moving anything. Yeah, but you're not supposed to. It's cheating.
No, I'm with you. Especially the fair event is such free, easy experience. I agree. For us, it's definitely not the way to go if we're trying to have some sort of hardcore experience here.
Yep. Yes, bonds are something you can buy for real money that you can then sell on the auction house or Grand Exchange, and they can be traded in for either microtransaction keys or cosmetic store coins or 14 days of membership. And they cost roughly 15 mil each, 14 to 15 mil each right now. And yeah, that's how these accounts are going to get members eventually. And that is the only thing that we can buy off of the Grand Exchange. Once they are sold on the Grand Exchange, they also become untradeable, so that's how they kind of use that to battle real-world traders, or at least that was their purported purpose of it, although we all know it was just a common way for companies to make money off of their games and monetize them more so. It was started by Chinese MMORPGs, and since I think Jagex is owned by a Chinese company now, a Chinese umbrella company that owns Jagex now, it kind of makes sense that they have it.
They also make zombies.
Yeah.
Or zombie mutagen. They don't actually make the zombies, just the mutagen.
Yeah. Alright, so I got my lodestones. I think I'm going to go ahead and do those Lumbridge easy tasks or beginner tasks if you want.
I'm nearby. I'm outside the fair going ahead and collecting pale lists for my level 5 divination.
Okay. Exploration, Lumbridge. Speak with the Doomsayer about the warning system. Is that this guy? Yeah. Doom. Done. Catch some shrimp at this fishing spot near the swamp. I think this also gets us a Explorer's Ring, which can give us a little bit of stats into our ring slot, and also has a teleport on it, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it should have a cabbage teleport, I believe.
Yeah. I don't know if it's right away that has it, or if it's at level 2 that has it, but...
I think it has 1 per day initial start.
Okay. Alright, climb to the highest points in Lumbridge.
Top of the church. Or is it the top of the castle now?
It's the castle. You climb up the, I think the guard towers up all 3 floors and then stand in the middle, if I remember right.
Yeah. I forgot the highest point is now the castle.
Yeah, I didn't find that out until I was nearly done with all of the achievement diaries, and it came in with a nice like 980k or so. It was a pleasant surprise. Is it the top? It might be the top of the castle. It's either the top of the castle. Yeah, the guard towers aren't that tall anymore. When you do climb up, don't forget to raise the flag. I think that's part of the medium set, but just do it since you're going to be here anyway.
Yeah, might as well knock it out.
Yeah.
Ooh, a chronicle.
Speak to Horatio. Yes, you can. You can get 2 mil a day easily in about 20 minutes just by going to a bunch of different shops, buying the items, and reselling them on the Grand Exchange. So in 14 days, that's already 28 mil right there. Now, that is assuming everything sells. Generally, not everything sells. If you buy just the stuff you know is going to sell, that's still about 950k a day. So that's still dang near 14 mil just off of that. On top of that, there's lots of ways to get up to like 2 mil an hour that you can do at any level, no level requirements whatsoever. So assuming you do your daily shop runs for 20 minutes each day, then you still only have to do money making grinding for like 1 to 2 hours.
Alright, about to hit level 5 divination. Then we'll go start our easy task.
That is with the GE only, which we have not decided yet whether or not we'll be able to sell on the GE. Oops, I went down too far. I gotta talk to Duke Horatio.
Have you, love you.
Grind some
For
flour.
something you are not. Rather you hate me for everything I am than have you love me.
I'm gonna go ahead and
for
mute him for the sake of the stream,
I am not.
because nobody wants to hear that. Sorry, what? I had you turned down to 1%?
Uh-huh. Still doing your easy task?
Yeah.
This inventory should give me level 5 div, so I will start easy task. Oh, there it is already.
It's probably not your internet puzzle, it's probably mine. My upload rate has not been stable for quite some time because Cox Communications in the southeast is really terrible at maintaining their upstream channels. My upload rate often drops to below 200 kilobytes a second for hours at a time. Right now it's not doing that badly, it's at about 8 megabits. So I need a piece of wheat. But it's like a region-wide issue, man. It's just terrible around here.
Where'd you pull up the tasks so you can actually see what the tasks are?
Click your little sword and shield icon on your ribbon and go to achievements, then to the trophy icon, and then explorations, and then Lumbridge. Talk to the Lumbridge Sage. No, thank you for the follow. Really need to have that window up so I can see when that happens. I did not need to come up here. On the bright side, like thinking back on all the things from RuneScape back in like the 2000 area, 2001, 2002, one thing that has always remained the same is that mind rune at the bottom of the stairs here in Lumbridge Castle. I remember standing on top of that for like 3 or 4 hours, clicking on it every time it spawns just to have a stash of mind runes.
Days on end collecting mind runes here and body runes.
Well, the body runes are in the Varrock sewer near the ladder, if I remember right, the ones we had to gather.
Well, that's what I meant. And mind runes, so you could get your early magic levels without having to level up any combat stats.
Yeah. Play the organ in the church. Actually, believe it or not, it might be you that's lagging, not me. I got 0 dropped frames. That's probably the first time in a long time I've had 0 drop frames in 2 hours of streaming.
Where is this ladder you need to climb, it says?
It's on the outside wall of the bank area.
I must be missing it somewhere. Oh, there it is.
You're talking about climb to the highest point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to click the flag. Enter Al-Qarid via the west gate. Talk to the Crier and Draenor. Oh. I think he's over in the market area. Is Ernest the Chicken still a quest, or did it go the way of Prince Ollie Rescue?
As far as I know, Ernest the Chicken is still a quest. Last I did it, because I just had to do it pretty recently on my last account. I'll tell you what, my fishing sucks.
Yeah, it is. What do you know? Cool.
It's not a bad quest either, as far as like levity of quests in this game.
I mean, it was good, and it was I mean, it had the problem of year 2000 age adventure games quests always had, where some of the puzzles were just figure it out, and there was no real clues or hints. But the lever, the what is it? Don't tell me it's A B E D C A B F, if I remember right, and I'm probably wrong. But that's the order you flip the levers in to get the oil can. And there was no like code or piece of paper or anything you found that told you. You just had to figure it out through trial and error. And that was back before even tip.it existed, so there were no guides up on the internet when I did that.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Back to the old school where it was just trial and error. I would say that the days of trial and error were honestly more fun than the days of having full guide.
Yeah.
It is of RuneScape, to where most quests and most things in the game don't really have a hidden level of content. anything you can get or achieve is achievable initially. It's not something like, oh, well, guess that you walk through this one passageway, search this one item that was
Yeah.
super powerful.
I'm just having like flashbacks as you're walking through Lumbridge as on a new account, and I'm just remembering having the menu up here on the top right and going over the magic book and having good and evil as selectable things up there, and mouse over prayers, and it just says coming soon. And then it was almost 2.5 years after that prayer actually had something in the list, and you could already level up your prayer by bearing bones then, but it just didn't do anything. It didn't even affect your combat level.
I remember when the only thing Herblaw offered was attack potions,
Yeah.
and they were selling for dumb amount.
Yep.
Alright, let's go grind some wheat down into some flour.
I don't think I have to mine tin or make anything bronze, but I'm gonna grab a piece just in case while I'm here. I gotta go ring the bell in the church. If he successfully mines, there we go. But yeah, I can. I've many times pulled in from 10 to 30 mil an hour doing certain PVM things and getting a little bit lucky. So it's pretty easy to sustain your membership off of in-game money. Heck, I even if you don't have any luck in PVM whatsoever, like you just can't ever get a good drop, which that's a problem for some people. You can do something like Frost Dragons, which is everyone you kill is guaranteed to drop a Frost Dragon bone, and those sell really well. And just you buy some magic note paper from the Grand Exchange, you go kill Frost Dragons and note all the bones, and then go sell them all in the Grand Exchange after a couple of hours, and you're done. You have your members for another 2 weeks. Into the courtyard of Draenor.
Once you have 80 combat stats.
Yeah, well that also requires 75 dungeoneering. That's all we gotta do there. Climb to the top of Wizard's Tower. That Explorer's Ring, if it does have a once-a-day teleport to the Cabbage Patch, that's an instant teleport. I might then sell these tablets off to the general store because I'll have an emergency out.
Agreed.
Just so I can get those 2 inventory spots back. I wonder if Giles in the Grand Exchange notes and unnotes items by using them on him. If he does, we can then make use of noting. He's the guy that used to give the swordfish and lobster certificates out.
Where is the lumbered sage at?
Right next to the lodestone. Visit Fred the farmer in this sheep and chicken farm. You know what? I can save myself an inventory spot right now. I got 2 talismans in here, and I can go get the Wicked Hood and feed the talismans to the hood. And save an inventory spot that way, too. And even do the daily crafting, rune crafting real quick off of it. And make some air runes. Wow, that looks like a bot. Someone's here killing tons of chickens at level 39. Ugh, I didn't mean to attack the farmer. I wanted to talk to him. Is this... maybe this isn't Fred the farmer, though. Maybe he's over here. Oh wait, no, sheep farm. He's across the river over by the windmill, I think. Yeah. Level 3 is unlimited teleports. All right. Well, I think level 1 has a teleport though. Like 1 single teleport per day, so that'll be plenty for an emergency teleport in case of near death. Because you can hotkey that teleport to your action bar. I can throw it like on my equals key or something. Okay, visit Ysondra at the Nexus. I don't know, I don't remember who or where that is. Oh, never mind, yes I do. It's the prayer training area. Yeah, you can get up to 46 prayer for free inside of Lumbridge, by the way. Using that little, like, mini-game thing.
Yeah, the...
Sell a raw shrimp to the general store.
Purification thing?
Yeah. Is it to the fishing shop? Yeah. This isn't the fishing shop, is it? No, this is. Mine some clay. I think I gotta go all the way up to Varrock for that clay, don't I? I don't think there is any down here anywhere. I guess there's some, well, there might be some over here on this side. I'll check it out after I talk to Ysondra. Or Ysondria.
Since there's 2 of us, we could actually run fire runes pretty quick when it comes time to it, because one of us can be a runner and one of us can be a crafter.
That's true.
Again, that would require banking, though.
Yep.
Because there is no stacking rune essence.
This is true. If Giles can note, then we can have it noted and sell it to a general store and buy it back and still be making plenty of profit. But again, I don't remember if Giles can note or not. Adamant, coal, myth.
That is something to check. If Giles can note, we can continue on without having to bank.
Adamant. Yeah, there's no clay over here, and I know there's no clay over there. Oh, I know where it is. It's in Alcarid.
It's in Bar Village.
Alcarid too.
Bar Village has some.
Yeah, but like this is a Lumbridge task set. You're supposed to, or the Lumbridge and Draenor task set. You're supposed to be able to do it all in this area. It says
Well,
one.
Drainer's technically Lumbridge area.
So level 1 just gives you
And
50% run energy per day, 1 charge per day. So we need at least level 2 exploring for the teleport, according to the viewers of my stream. Puzzle in particular. So that means we'll still need to hold on to these tablets for a bit. I don't know. Maybe the Falador shield has a teleport? I'm sure one of the beginner tasks gives you something with a teleport. I'm kind of dumb. I just walked into the Alcrid mine, not even thinking. Back in the day, these scorpions would have wrecked me at this level. Gold, silver, myth, iron, copper, adamant, copper. I don't think there's any coal here. There's fire runes here. Only 3. I guess there's no coal here, so Barb Village it is. That's unfortunate. Wait, there's also water runes here? What? Those are new rune spawns. I don't remember those ever being there. The fire and water runes in the Alcarid mine. Or Alcarid if you prefer. Tin, coal, tin. Is it over here? There's a building where the extra coal rocks and barb used to be. With like chests in it and a level 30 barbarian.
There was the coal to the south, the coal to the west, and then the coal. That's it, isn't there?
No, not to the west, to the east. There was the coal in the center of
Yeah, to
town,
the
and then
east.
to the east next to the salmon and next to the fishing
right next
spots.
to
Yeah, that's not
main
there
hall.
anymore. Now there's a building there.
Huh.
And there is no clay here, so I'm gonna have to get it over here in Falador. That's dumb. Oh well. Let's hop on down to the Dwarven mine since I'm right next to it anyway. Although I have a feeling it won't complete the task if I do it here. I think it's somewhere in Lumbridge and I have to do it there. We'll see. Or Lumbridge Drainer area, rather. Oh, hey, it counted. Sweet. I'm gonna run to Birthorpe and get the Wicked Hood before I continue. Wicked Hood, I don't think has any stats, unfortunately, so it won't be better than my wizard hat to wear it.
I think it has the same stats.
If it does, then I'll wear it. Oh, you have to be a member to get the Wicked Hood. God damn it. Alright. Never mind on that one. Could have sworn Wicked Hood was an FTP. Well, I guess you can also get it from the Runecrafting Guild and Runespan, so maybe it's also free to play. You just can't get it for free on free to play.
Where's the crier at now?
Drainer Village Market, where you can steal from the seed stalls. Oof, I got a little bit of lag there. Okay. Make a pot on the potter's wheel and fire it. So I need to go back to Barb Village. And that'll be the end of the beginner task. We can probably do all of the easy ones as well and get the teleport. Get the level 2 ring.
Asking about the vampire did not give me task completion.
No, you gotta ask about the rules of RuneScape. So talk about something else and then talk about the rules. Okay, that's all of the beginners ones. I think Explorer Jack is actually who I talked to about the ring as well, so that should be convenient.
Got about a half hour to an hour left in me, and then I'll probably be needing to pass out if I'm not calling in tomorrow.
Bob and Bob's Axis, he gives us the first one. Okay. Thank you, Jack. To claim the Lumbridge rewards, speak to Ned in Drainer Village. Alright, Jack tells me to speak to Bob, Bob tells me to speak to Ned. If Ned tells me to speak to Jack, I'm gonna be angry.
You didn't tell you to talk to Bill.
There is there a bill? I think there's a bill in the Falador Garden.
Where'd you wet your clay at?
If you're still in Barb, I don't know where you can wet it.
Yeah, I'm in Barb. Back to Vara.
I know there's a sink and a well in Edgeville.
That's probably closer than the Brock stuff.
Alright, apparently I've not completed all the beginner ones because they just do not want to give me these rewards. Let's hide complete. Oh yeah, I need the Restless Ghost and then speak to Father Eric to complete these. Ugh. And then that's the only one, so I gotta go do the Restless Ghost. Alright, no biggie, that was a quick quest. You've completed 6 achievements. I didn't realize Twitch had achievements. That's interesting. Very weird, huh? I'm looking for a quest. Father Ernie and talk to him about speaking to ghosts. I don't need this pot or this pot of flour anymore. I don't need these pieces of bread. Or these crayfish.
Thanks the Lord for the questing and task system. I so enjoy.
Got my ghost speak amulet. What actually is that achievement once I do it?
Tally ho, young venturer. Your journey awaits. As grueling and ugly. 3 beginner tasks left to do.
Okay, they added some dialogue to the Restless Ghost quest that I already like.
Oh yeah, the rest. Been about a year and a half, but I think the updated dialogue was already part of it. Then it's pretty good.
Yeah, the "no, you sound like you're speaking nonsense to me." That whole line. It's actually pretty good.
Still a raw. Yeah. Where's the mine? I know where it's at.
Well, apparently the skull is in the mining spot south of Lumbridge now, not in the basement of the Wizard's Tower. That's strange.
Because there is no base to the Wizard's Tower anymore.
There isn't. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
No, there's an underground catacombs to the Wizard's Tower now, not a base.
That's strange. I guess I gotta find the dang skull now then. Search the mining spot on the coast.
Okay, visit Fred's Farmer's Chicken and Sheep Farm. That's north.
Right near the windmill. It says it's right here.
Fred, my boy. How
Oh, there
you
it is.
doing?
Oh, now you can just pick up the skull and run away from the dang skeleton that appears too. And it makes no sense that the skeleton appears now, though, without it being in the wizard's tower, because the wizards had stolen the skull for a ritual, and the skeleton was a guardian that they had summoned to protect it. Without that, what's the purpose of that skeleton appearing? Ugh. God damn it, autism. Anyway.
But A equals B, so it's not C, because D is equal to A plus B. Where is Yasanda?
Ysandria is the prayer area in the swamp. The lady with the star above her head.
Hey. Oh, she'll charm your sack. Thank God.
She'll handle it anyway.
It's been ages since my sack was charmed.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's
Right,
actually quite a lot of prayer experience from that. That's like 10 levels right there. Alright, look through Father Eric's selection of gravestones. Okay. Do I just have to, like... Maybe I'd talk to him first? Oh, that's right. I remember that. Alright. There, that's all of them. Completed the beginner task set. Now I can talk to Bob. Hopefully. It might be Ned. We'll see. Oh, any of them. Whatever, I'm gonna go talk to Jack. I think it's Jack. It says weird stuff, but I think it's Jack that I have to talk to.
I have to say the sky animation is the best I've ever seen on this game.
No, there is no animation, it's just a skybox. It's a still image. But you can change it though. There's if you right click your world map button on your minimap, you have skybox and filters where you can play with it. There's kind of a bunch of crazy ones, and free cam where you can just float around and do stuff for videos.
It's still the best still image or design for sky they've ever had.
Alright, it's only 500 experience and 666 coins for completing the beginner set. But +1 to all stats, all combat stats off of the Explorer's Ring. So there's that. Need to get 5k then somehow. Let's do the Combat Academy. That'll give me a few more tasks to do that give us stuff.
Sorry, you need to unequip your weapons and armor and have an empty backpack.
Oh, we can't do it. We have to deposit everything. That's right. Too bad, so sad. I guess I'll start
What's
crafting.
it for?
The Combat Academy.
Hmm.
Because I know that gives some money too. So we can either start mining and smithing, or we can do some other tasks, or we can start crafting.
I think once I finish this beginner task, which is the Restless Ghost here, and I'll be done, we should probably call it a night.
Alright, yeah, we can call it an episode after that. So I'll go ahead and wander over here. Goblin armor sells for like 40 GP each, I think.
How do you look through his selection of gravestones?
Talk to him and ask him to change it.
Does make sense though.
And then you go talk to Explorer Jack to get your rewards. There used to be a lot more goblins over here. I guess there's plenty across the way.
Alright, all beginner tasks are 5 divination. Tomorrow we probably start our craft front.
Okay. You turned him in, got your ring?
I'm walking over to him now.
Alright. Well guys, as you heard, this is going to wrap up, I guess, episode 1 of the Hardcore Duo series here on Twitch. I don't think I'm going to be making it a YouTube series or anything like that. Well, I'll consider it. I will see if Twitch still has a way to save the video for later or to download it for later or not. I don't think it does by default anymore, but I may start recording as of episode 2 here on Twitch to put on YouTube if it doesn't. But for right now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Come back again either, it's probably going to be tomorrow that we continue this, but may or may not be the next day, depending on how everything goes tomorrow. You guys have a good one, and we will see you next time.
And that's it for me as well, folks. Exploring test, beginner task system and Lumbridge is done. Initial stats accomplished. Tomorrow or the next day rather, we will begin a crafting endeavor in order to unlock Ring of Life, which will be pretty imperative to our development as a hardcore character. So as for tonight, thank you, gentlemen and ladies. We are out.